So when you first time start your device, you will see this screen. We're just gonna tap agree here. And right now we can see that we have two main modes, for the car and for the truck. Usually truck should be pre-selected, but if it's not, we're just gonna tap on the truck, because it's two completely different modes and you better to tap on the truck. Here you can see all dimensions for the truck. They're all based on that you have 53-foot trailer with a standard truck using like an average slipper, and overall length should be no more than 75 feet long. But if you see here something different, some different dimensions, you're gonna tap here and change all dimensions separately. Overall, we should have no more than 80,000 pounds gross weight, 75 feet long, 13.6 height, and 8.6 width. We're done here. Let's tap select. This is our main menu. Here we have two main buttons, Where to and View Map, as well as other applications that can be helpful. If you'd like, you can remove them later. When you just got this GPS, let's check for an updates. We go into settings, scroll all the way down, tap about device, then system updates. Now it's checking for an updates. The map is up to date, that's good, but software could be updated. Preferably, map should be up to date all the time. Software is not that important, but you can update it later. Usually, all updates take roughly about 30 minutes, sometimes less, depends on your internet connection. You can need Wi-Fi to do that, as well as power connection. It will not let you do update without power connection. After we're done with that, we just need to press download. Now, when we're done with this part, let's go to the main settings. Now, let's check navigational settings. So here we're going to double check all our dimensions and navigational parameters. So first thing first, let's double check our dimensions. We're going to vehicle profile. We would like to make sure that all our dimensions are the same, everything is correct. So 80,000, 75 feet long, 13.6 height, and 8.6 width. Then tap select. Right, let's go to map and vehicles. We are not going to edit everything here. Now let's go to the map detail. We are going to keep it normal. If you'd like, you can pick more. You will have more information on the screen. But sometimes that could be very distracting. Next, map theme. We're gonna stick to the Garmin. You know, different countries could have different layouts. That's why we have so many themes here. But sometimes it could be confusing. Okay, so we're going to scroll down, go to the map tools. Here we're going to keep some and remove others. So let's keep this one. Let's keep turn, and let's remove those three on the bottom. So here we are picking those buttons that will be on the map while you're driving. So let's take a look at map layers. Here, let's see. Okay, we're going to keep traffic and let's add up ahead places. That's pretty much it. Tap OK. We're going to keep auto zoom. It's very helpful feature if you are doing some research when you just zooming in and out very often, or if you have many addresses and you are zooming in and out all the time. Very helpful feature. This section, my maps, is very important. Here you can see all the maps that are already inside this device. If you don't have anything here, you should definitely update your device. All these maps has to be checked. Tap OK. So looks like we're done with this section. So just go back and check route preferences. In this section, you can choose how navigation will be calculated. If you'd like faster time or shorter distance, or let's say you'd like to avoid some tolls. Everything tweaks here. Okay, let's skip road preview. Calculation mode will be fast time. We are going to keep it. Off-road will calculate distance as a straight line, but road is always changing. That's why straight line time not going to be accurate. Last one is not ideal either, because it can choose very short but very difficult road, and you don't want that. That's why faster time will be more accurate. Let's take a look at avoidances. While it's calculating the road, it will be trying to avoid all these things. Alright. Next, we're going to disable this feature. Going down. Let's take a look at toll roads. It's better to set allow for everything, but you better check with your company, because in some companies' policies and rules, some companies just trying to avoid all toll roads. You can leave always ask, but it will ask you every single time if it will wants to use a toll, and it's very distracting. Alright, we're gonna keep allow for now. Scrolling down. Alright, next will be driver assistant. Here you can set all alerts that you can hear if necessary. For example, if there's a new speed limit or animal crossing, or it could be that you are exceeding your current speed limit. And when you just got your GPS, it's really nice to have features, but sometimes it could be very distracting, because let's say you have like 5 animals crossing signs like in a row, and they're gonna be popping every single time. So if you want to remove something from here, you just can go back in settings and remove them. That's pretty much it for navigational settings. If you'd like to add or remove some features, again, you can just go back here. This is our main settings section. Here you can connect to the Wi-Fi, or let's say you'd like to connect speaker or headphones via Bluetooth. Everything could be done here. If you'd like to adjust display brightness or sound settings, or pretty much everything could be done in this section. Oh, by the way, sometimes the device could be very laggy after like a year of use. You can reset your device to factory settings right here by tapping on factory data reset, and it's gonna reboot everything. Alright, let's go back to the main screen. Here we are going to clean up this main screen by removing some unnecessary applications. To remove any of those icons, we can just drag and drop them right here on the left corner. Let's speed it up a little bit. If you'd like to add them later, you can find them right here. Just drag and drop them back to the main screen. As well, if you'd like to remove them, you can do this. Pretty simple. Now let's check one of two main buttons here. First will be where to. Alright, here we're gonna take a look at why here is so many buttons and what we can do with them. Let's start with address. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's to search address. Very easy. Next will be saved. Sometimes it can be favorites. Here you can see all addresses that you saved at some point. It could be like very frequently used addresses, or it could be basically it could be your home address or company address or like warehouse address. It's very helpful and it will save you lots of time by not typing this address every single time. Alright, looks like we're done here. Let's go back to the main screen and take a look at recent. So recent, there is nothing here yet because we just turned on this device. But here you will see most recent addresses that you was searching or going to. That means that even if you didn't go to some address or you just search for it, it will be there. Categories and locations are very similar. Categories are a bit broader section. Here you can find places from restaurants and hotels to hospitals and banks. So basically everything besides truck things, like a truck stop or truck wash, let's say. But trucks locations will have more trucking places. It could be truck stop or it could be truck wash, so basically truck related stuff. But you are not going to find here anything else. For everything else on this list, we are going to use Google Maps and Tracker Path. And that's pretty much it for this quick overview of Garmin GPS.